Good morning, everybody. It's Steve with Real Progressives. And as many of you know, my focus is largely on economics. So I've been trying to teach people the art of modern monetary theory and monetary sovereignty since we started this place. And as we sit here and look at the course of the last, year and a half, you've seen Hillary Clinton basically make all of our issues as if we're asking for too much, that we want free stuff, that we're just a bunch of loafers, that we're pie in the sky dreamers, unicorn lovers, that we're farting pixie dust, that we're asking for the world and all of it's unrealistic and it's just not possible and it's all impossible and everything that we want is just more of that same old lazy person, just begging for free stuff from the government, sounding exactly like the GOP. And more importantly, sounding like an elitist snob that doesn't understand. Now that's the feeling side of it, right? That's just the feeling side. Most of the people that are feeling that stuff can't articulate what I'm about to take you through right now. And that is the real problem, folks. Some of us who actually understand economics know that this lying, worthless piece of shit is sitting there selling you GOP economic plans, same old supply side trickle down nonsense that talks about debt. We have no money, we're broke, there's not enough money, we can't do this, we can't do that, it's pie in the sky. Everything that she talks about is 1000% a freaking, you guys, let me pat you on the head, you dreamers, you idealists. Oh, but let me just tell you how it really is, little boys and little girls. And that's her whole approach. So we got hit with the control the record or correct the record or the lying troll brigade last night in mass. I guess one of our posts made it out there into the stratosphere and all the hillbots saw it and we got flooded with all these people. Well, I used to be a Bernie supporter and I just don't see what's wrong with what her statements were. I just don't see what was wrong with it. She's empathizing with the plight. She's empathizing. Here's the thing. When you see the problem, and you know the problem is there, and you say, yes, these people are seeing it as hopeless. They are living in their parents' basement because they can't afford a home. The rent's too high, damn it. That kind of thing. But then you come back with Calvinistic bullshit approaches that shit down on Bernie's plans that made all of the stuff that we fought for that time period pie in the sky. And her trolls, her legions of trolls, go around patting us on the head, telling us that we're a bunch of fools and idiots and we don't know our ass from our elbow. I sat there and I didn't have time to crush all the stupid that was flooding in on that stuff. And trust me, if I could go one-on-one, I would absolutely decimate the idiocy. And I would do it in a way that would leave them with zero self-esteem. They would crush their soul, crush their spirit. Because these are the same bullshit morons that believe that taxes fund spending. They believe that we're broke. They believe that we're monetarily constricted to taxation. And this is the problem. You people will dial out. You won't pay attention to the economics of it all. So you can't beat the friggin' hillbots. Because they come in here wave after wave after wave of pure, unadulterated idiocy. And you can't beat them because you haven't paid attention to the economics. Now, if you want to actually be able to beat these people and make progress, pay the fuck attention. I'm angry. I am bitter. I saw hundreds of these control the record people, correct the record people come pouring onto our page. And I was helpless to beat them by myself. Oh, well, it's just the cost of living in society. These people are coming in there telling you that everything that Bernie fought for is an idealistic thing. The environment is an idealistic thing. Free college is an idealistic thing. Medicare for all is an idealistic thing. And all you could do is sit there. Nobody was able to control the bullshit. So I sat there and I took it on for a while. I started slapping them around, doing this, that, and the other. And then I just realized, this is what we're facing. This is the reality that we're facing. A bunch of people running around that don't really understand how to beat back the opponent. And we are going to end up failing miserably if we don't at least take a few minutes instead of skipping and past the economics and learn this stuff. I'm just telling you, I'm dead serious. I can't even get a smile out of this one. I have no jokes to tell. I have no funny faces to make. I have no nothing. I'm angry. These people are coming in over and over and over again, saying the same stupid shit. If you want to see progress, you've got to understand that taxes do not fund spending. We are not constrained. We are a monetarily sovereign nation. And these frickin' morons with the end of Fed crap, don't get me wrong, there's reasons to be angry at the Fed. But if you don't know what you're talking about, if you run around with gold bug nonsense, you're killing the nation. You're killing the nation with that idiocy. And so all the correct the record people just do a friggin' do-si-do around the moron class, spewing moron nonsense. And I am pissed, because this is where we are going to win this war. This is the only way to get the Republicans to understand that they too can have single-payer health care. They too can care about Medicare for all without worrying about their taxes going through the roof. We can stop the mythology, and we can win. We can choose to win, but we don't. We choose to lose. We choose to ignore things that are a little bit tough to read. We choose to ignore things that maybe aren't as sexy as the meme that says, tax or theft. So because we want to keep it in the meme zone, we don't want to go for depth. We don't want to learn the basics so that we can win the war. We are going to get steamrolled by the buffoons within the correct the record realm if we don't pick it up. It's that serious. I can't say it any more than this. I am furious. And I go around and I'm looking at these other pundits and stuff that are quote unquote progressives, and they are saying the same moronic stuff about taxes and spending. They say they love Bernie Sanders, but they don't have a clue who frickin' Stephanie Kelton is. Unacceptable. Unfrickin' acceptable. It's time to pick the game up or we lose. And there's no point in pretending you actually want this thing to happen. Don't even fake it anymore. If you're not going to do the time, if you're not going to put the work in, don't even fake like you care about a revolution. Because it's going to pass you by. Get mad, damn it. Get mad. Get ready to fight. This shit's for real. Get mad. You cannot win this war if you don't pay attention and learn. You can't keep saying the same things you said 10 years ago today and expect different results. You can't keep beating the same drum you beat it way back when you have new information. You must change the way you approach this battle or you will lose. There is no progress to be had if we don't pick up our game. We are a monetarily sovereign nation. Hillary, all your plans and stuff like that are based on the idea that taxes fund spending. Therefore, everything you're saying is a lie. From start to finish, it's a lie. Everything you pat us on the head about what's possible and what's not, is founded on old GOP gold bug supply side nonsense. And people don't know enough to defeat you, but I do. And there are others who do. And it's time that we start elevating this game and start really, really making it serious. Because they are going to dominate the bullshit. They're going to dominate the mainstream. They're going to dominate the way the whole debate is framed. Everything is going to be framed around we're strapped. We don't have the money to do it. We can't afford it. And it's a lie. In fact, we are so far in the hole when you look at our sectoral balances. Our trade deficit is what? I've said it a million times. It's about $500 billion a year. When you have a trade deficit, that money has to be reinserted back into the economy. You could do that if you were a net exporter, But we're not a net exporter. We're a net importer. So that means our government, our federal government, must deficit spend. It must do it, or we will go into another recession. It's that simple. Money's leaving the economy because we have a trade deficit. We are a net importer, so that means our money leaves the country to buy goods and services. It's not a bad thing if our government spends money into the economy. If the government refuses to spend money in the economy and our jobs are overseas and our production is overseas, then we will shrink like a raisin and we will dry up and die. That's the way this works. The only way to replenish in a net importer society is for the federal government to spend into existence money. That's why Bernie's plan was so incredibly important. He spent on infrastructure. He spent on medical. He spent on education. He spent on family medical leave. He spent on the climate. And then think about this. He said he was going to pay for it with a Wall Street speculation tax, a Pigovian tax, that the minute they change how they do business, those taxes will dry up. Do you think the programs would go away when the taxes dry up from those Pigovian taxes? No, they won't, because taxes don't fund fucking spending. Do you get this? Is the light bulb going on? This is the problem right now. Taxes do not fund spending. Again, 1,000 times again, federal taxes do not fund spending. We are not broke. We are the currency issuer. Hillary Clinton is telling you that everything we're saying is not possible. Hey guys, we understand it's tough. It's real tough for you out there. But we're not going to really do anything to fix that. We just understand, pat, 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 why you're so upset. Pat, pat, pat. Hey, all you families holed up in a one-bedroom apartment. Pat, pat, pat. Hey, you kids live in a mom's basement. Pat, pat, pat. How dismissive, how utterly vapid and vacuous. We have a responsibility to learn basic economics, federal financing, and not the friggin' Austrian model, you fools. We're not on the gold standard anymore. 1971, that ended for good. We are a free-floating, meaning we're not pegged to any commodity, like gold or cotton or oil or anything. We're free-floating. Fiat currency, meaning that we're paper dollars representing numbers somewhere. It's not metalist. We're not trading gold pieces. It's paper dollars that we can print at will. Get it? Seriously, do you get that part? It's non-convertible, meaning that you can't bring your dollar in and trade it for gold. You can't demand gold on conversion. You can't convert it to oil. You can't convert it to anything. And you have to pay your taxes in the sovereign currency. That's right, you can't pay your taxes in diamonds. You can't pay it in oil. You can't pay it in friggin' mushrooms. You can't pay it in chicken necks. You gotta pay it in US dollars. That's how they make sure that our currency holds its value. Or you go to jail. This is not hard to understand once you break free of your Paul bot thinking. Once you rid yourself of all Ron Paul idiocy, you can understand how this works. And right now, Hillary is playing on your Paul botism, your belief in Paul bot logic. She's depending on you to be a Paul bot. Depending on you to act like we're on the gold standard. Depending on you to be that dumb. She's banking on it because she knows you just have a death grip on being a Ron Paul bot. She's begging you to stay there because it keeps you stuck and it keeps you stupid and it keeps her progressing her neoliberal agenda. I am begging you because I am pissed. I want to see the damn thing change. I want to see our country get better. But we can't do it if we stay stuck. Come on, rise up and mean it, damn it. Mean it. Don't keep playing revolution. Mean it, damn it. You've got to have a revolutionary mind for economics as well. You can't just stay stuck, marching in place, talking about taxes and spending and being broke and we got to reduce the deficit and all that other crap. Use your head. You've been given the tools. We have provided link after link. We've done video after video. Use the tools you've been given. It's time to rise up and defeat these people. Defeat these bad thinking. Defeat this bad logic. It's time to have an answer for the hope that lies within. You can't do it staying stuck, people. Do you understand? I love you. I love my family. I love my country. I love our planet. I love the poor. I love the people that don't have a voice. I want to see change. And you're not going to get it repeating the same bullshit. It's never going to change. It's just never going to change. If you don't take the first step. I can only do what I can do, folks. I'll come out here, I'll tell my wife and kids, hey, go in there and stay in there. I got to talk some more about monetary sovereignty and MMT. I mean it. I'll do it round the clock if I have to. I'll keep providing you links. I'll pray to God that you read them. If you don't read them, I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. Because it's that serious. Why in the world would I waste my time if I didn't believe what I'm saying to you? Why in the world would I waste your time if I didn't have proof of what I'm saying? With the links that you can read, with the economists, the people that you say you care about. Bernie Sanders? Still Sanders, huh? But I don't know his economic plan. Still Sanders. Bring Bernie back. But I don't know his fucking economic plan. I don't know Stephanie Kelton, but bring Bernie back, please. Oh my God, bring Bernie back. But I don't know Stephanie Kelton. How can you say that? Oh, well, you know, and the Fed. Well, damn it, the Fed. One of these days, the light bulb will go on and you'll feel the anger that I'm feeling right now. Because if you don't understand, we're never going to make progress marching in place, stomping our feet, waving our hands in the air about nonsense that has already been debunked. The only people that don't know it's debunked are the people that haven't bothered reading the links. That's it. I need you to pay attention. I beg you. I'm imploring you to please take the time to learn this stuff so that we can bring about an economic revolution as well. The system is rigged. Well, great, it's rigged. Well, we got to worry about the Rothschilds. Okay, well, you tell me how you're going to take down the Rothschilds. I can tell you how we can make the 99% solvent today, but you want to talk about the lizard people. You can talk about the lizard people, but you can't worry about learning about basic economics. You can read friggin' bad blog after bad blog written in the old ASCII 2 bullshit font, the old dot matrix thing on some guy's computer written in all caps. You'll read that, but you won't pay attention to the basic economics. I'm serious. Homie is angry. I'm actually making myself smile now because I've gotten the anger out. This was very therapeutic for me. I will teach them economics. They will learn monetary sovereignty. I'm begging you guys to trust me on this. If you guys want to see change in America, you have got to learn about modern monetary theory and monetary sovereignty and understand that your federal taxes do not fund spending, or this thing's over. I kid you not. That's the key to it all. This is Steve with Real Progressives, hoping I didn't piss you off too bad, but if I did, good, learn. Have a great day.